Good afternoon and good evening to everyone watching tonight. We have an exhibition matchup between Norway and Italy. We will be playing 4 maps, 1 round on each of those maps tonight. And the map order is Monte, Grappa, Aragon Forest, San Quentin Scar, and Amiens. My name is Axe FPS with Tier 1 Gaming Live. Hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful evening. Had a great day. Should be a great matchup. I think we are going for 30 on 30 today. Looks like we have one more Norwegian to load into the match here, and then we will begin here. We should be starting here in the next few minutes. How is everybody today? Everybody in chat, thank you guys for tuning in. Let's give a little flyby overview of the map here. A lot of flying, so we should have some good aerial battles as well as tank battles, and then those will mostly consist between Alpha, Charlie, and Echo flags. And if they decide to use a light tank, they can push up the hill to the Delta flag and Bravo if they choose, but most of the infantry concentration will be between the Bravo and Delta flags, and will spill over down into the Charlie flag. So it's going to be interesting to see what strategies both teams have set up for each other. Trying to finalize everything up here. Tommy, how you doing today? And we'll start from the overview. Norway is getting their last person to join now. And then we should be set to go. before we get this match started, did anyone last night watch the boxing match that took place between Mayweather and McGregor? And we will start this match in 1 minute. I just got the confirmation. All right, we got 30 seconds. Looks like Norway has all of their players. Italy has all of theirs. Looks like they have one extra. I think they'll try and take care of that as time goes on. Just have to wait and see. All right, guys, we are 10 seconds away from the start of this exhibition match. Thank you guys for tuning in. And here we go. Maybe they're still waiting to work on this last player. Nope. They said start, so yep, we are live. So Norway will be in blue on the King of Italy side, and Italy will be the Austro-Hungarian Empire in red to start this round off. It looks like we're going to have two Norwegian players, one dropping in the field just outside of Echo and one pushing to Delta. Italy's going to take their truck and push it into Charlie. And we do have a squad bomb here at the Echo flag. Let's watch this push here. Italy is getting bombed from the air from the Norwegians. And he's going to get a 5-piece off of that strafe. They're going to get 2 more. 3. The planes are doing a lot of damage to the Italians here on the Echo side, but they do have the numbers. Let's watch this engagement here between both teams here at the Echo flag. Italy will take Delta, and it will be a 2-flag hold. Norway is working on the Charlie flag, so they will begin this match with a 3 cap, and they are up 4 tickets right now. Let's see if Norwegian can keep their squad alive here. They're going to have some squad mates pushing in from Charlie. So the initial squad was taken out here towards the Echo flag, but Norway is pushing back. So Norway has pushed 2 tanks here towards the Echo Road. Italy's artillery truck is running to stay alive. We'll see if he can make it to cover. Italy just dropped a flare from the plane, so they'll be able to see where these Norwegian players are at. The arty truck gets taken out here. There's one last Italy guy, but he gets taken out immediately. So they're going to try and push on to the Echo flag. And they're going to go for this 4 cap early on here. Let's see if... So Italy has brought a light tank up to the Echo flag to challenge this the main battle tank here for Norway. As well as Norway does have another tank on the road to Charlie. Oh, he got strafed and taken out by the plane. So Italy still has their light tank here. And we do have a back flank from Italy pushing over the backside of Echo. Norway does have a 4 caps, so the bleed will be in their favor very quickly. We're going to jump up to the Delta flag here and watch this engagement from Bravo to Delta. Like I said, this is where most of the infantry gameplay will be taking place, on the top hill between Delta and Bravo flags. Let's jump down onto Italy's player here. He's going to try and get all these revives real quick.
I'll deal with those wounds if you like.
He gets taken out himself. Some of the LMG players or support class are trying to damage the planes, which is a very smart tactic. Tim, these are the settings that the two teams have chose for themselves. They're not Tier 1 gaming. After this round, I will pull up the server settings so you can see those.
We are losing objective under attack.
So Norway is going for a 5 cap right here. As you can see, Italy does have a lot of numbers, but they are just spawning off a flag. There's only 2 guys left for Italy here, right on the Delta flag. So Norway is going to get a 5 cap. Let's jump down on the support player. So right now Norway has a 200 ticket lead early on. They have a 5 cap. They are losing Alpha. Let's see who has scrambled over to Alpha for Italy. The Wick 999. Super Fox just spawned in on him. The whole squad actually is finally squad bombed. They will take Alpha. We'll see what. As you can see, Norway has responded very quickly to this push. There's only one. Raffaella is still alive. If he's going to get taken out. And I think that is all of Italy off of Alpha. But we're going to have a huge push here onto the Echo flag. So Norway is going to maintain a 4 cap. They are going to lose Echo, but they are going to maintain Alpha. Back up just a little bit so we can see this push. Let's see if Italy can push all these guys off of the flag at Echo and maintain this. They might be losing the flag here to Norway. We'll go back to Italy did fly to the Alpha flag again to contest it. They are currently contesting Charlie as well. Norway does have their tank at Alpha, and Italy's doing a good job of staying just off a flag. That way they're not giving up their position just yet. So we still have 2 Italians here just outside of Alpha. They're probably going to wait just to see. Nope, the tank is going to push over. They have lost their position. We're going to jump up to Delta here where the fight's taking place. So Italy has a squad underneath Delta, which is going to be very hard for Norway to just push down there and clear them off of the flag. Graveyard, how you doing today? So Norway's plane just strafed the main gun at Delta. I think they're just going to, Norway, they might just push down with sheer numbers and try and clear this flag off. Italy is burning the Bravo flag. It looks like there's no one here except for Italy. Who do we have under the Bravo flag? We have Super Devil and his squad leader. Graveyard, it's going good, man. Just early afternoon exhibition match between these 2 great teams. You want a chocolate? Chocolate sounds delicious.
First aid.
We have taken objective butter.
First aid.
Italy was able to capture the Bravo flag, so if they can cap Echo here, they will be a 3 cap into their favor. They are down by
I can fix you.
300 tickets here, so it is going to be rough to have this as a comeback.
There's an enemy machine gun. Shock trooper, watch it.
We have taken objective butter.
Objective taken! Keep it going, boys!
Yes, Italy's push, what helped Norway's main push here was their initial start. They dropped only a squad off at Echo, which is Italy's gimme flag, but they strafed immediately and wiped off several Italy players. But Italy is working on capping C and Alpha right now. Let's jump down here on the Charlie flag. Italy is losing Delta and Echo at the moment. They need to keep these 2 flags while capping the Charlie flag. They need to get the ticket bleed in their favor.
We have taken objective Charlie.
We got tank on tank here. Crazy Diamond for Italy takes out the Norwegian tank, and they're going to push their tanks heavy into the Charlie flag. And so far this match, Norway has been able to maintain air superiority, which is very huge here on the Monte Grappa. As you can see, Italy is trying to push the right flank from Charlie to Alpha. And if Norway caps Echo, they will go into a 4-flag hold once again. Get on this Charlie flag so I can watch this tank battle. They're kind of spread out. Looks like Norway's pushing back towards Alpha flag. Italy gets wiped off on Alpha. Oh, he is trying to work on this tank. He's going to put landmines down and shoot it. Zuzo. He's doing everything he can to help his team out. And they were able to take out the Norwegian tank. So there's one Norwegian tank left. So it's a 2-on-1 tank battle here on the Alpha Road to Charlie. And anybody in chat that is from either of these two teams or that area of the world, if there's players that you want to see in first-person view, put it in the chat. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to show. Let's see if they can take down the Norwegian tank here. He's going to get hammered with the assault player and the tank shooting at him. He is going to get taken down. So Italy's doing very good at pushing to the Alpha flag, but they need to get players on the burn and wipe it off, because it is about to go into a 5-cap situation once again for Norway. There is a plethora of players for Italy here on the Alpha flag. It looks like they will be able to take Alpha. Okay, 9-3, yes, in combat I will put it on first person. Come on. Let me zoom in on him. He's going to get wiped off. Let's see. Peterson is going to get pushed here from his 6. Italy is working on Charlie right now. I believe this is Super Fox on this flank.
We have lost objective Charlie.
He's going to throw an incendiary grenade to block it off, but he's going to get hit with gas from behind.
Get patched up.
You're welcome, man. Let me select him, please. There we go. Sometimes the spectator mode is very finicky. There we go.
Enemy medic sighted.
So we have a little martini action here. Italy is working on taking the Delta flag and the Bravo flag at the same time. This round will go to Norway. And everybody in pub matches, they love this position down here where they can use the sentry, and they could just hold Bravo down, but they are not using the elite classes. Rambo Tommy has jumped into the big artillery gun at Bravo. Let's see if he'll be able to use it. He's just going to shoot some rounds over to Echo flag just to see if he can get 1 or 2 players. It's getting shot in the back. He's going to get 1. Looks like he is using the SMLE carbine. Good choice for up-close combat with the snipers. Yes, Tim. Like I said, I think that they got kind of off guard in the initial push. But their map management, they will have to practice a little bit more on that one. So the first round will go to Norway. And I just got some information here. We will try and get some aerial combat action here in this. It won't be this next map because we have Aragon Forest, but in San Quentin Scar we should have some more aerial combat. And we have, Italy says that their pilot is the #1 from Italy, as well should be facing off against Norway's #1 attack pilot. So that'll be very interesting to see. Norway's planes they had the air superiority the majority of that match. Their initial push, they racked up like 10 kills immediately off of the Echo flag. Very smart strategy. When you have that many players, it's hard to not be bunched up, so it's a very easy strafe run for pilots to get at least a couple, if not 3 or 4 kills. But on that one strafe, he had a 5-piece. That is just crazy. As you can see, number 13 here for the Norwegian side went 80-3 in the attack plane. That's how devastating the attack plane was. So they voted actually to go to Amiens. Yes, Tim, that was the attack plane. That is Norwegian's #1 attack plane pilot. All right, as we get the initial pushes here on Amiens, we have some players that are going to have to switch over, but the German side will be Italy, and the British Empire should be the Norwegian push. So as you can kind of see the spread, Italy's tank is on the Bravo side of Delta. Well, they both, I guess they're kind of just split up now because they're both Italy tanks for separate teams. So they're going to have to suicide and switch teams here. This we can't shut off the auto balance feature here on Battlefield 1, so this happens. But usually most teams wait like 2 to 3 minutes before the round starts to get their guys switched over. And I'm going to message one of the Norwegian guys that is my point of contact to see what they're going to do. I'm going to put you guys on some first-person view here while I take care of this. So right now, since the teams are spread, I can't really call it to who has the flag caps and who's winning. It's tied up right now as far as tickets go.
That ammo's got your name on it.
So I just got confirmation they are contacting each other to try and set this up to who's going to be switching teams to which side. Yeah, they just... Sean, I'm in contact with one of the Norwegian players, and he says that they are contacting the Italy players right now to discuss the timer between rounds. Usually most teams take anywhere between 1 and 3 minutes to make sure that they get each player on each side.
Ammunition for you.
And they did not take the time to do that. And I don't know what side it really falls on, but they're gonna have to just suicide, take the deaths, and get this switched up. If not, this map's just gonna be a wash. So that is currently what is happening. As you can see, it looks like he's trying to talk to his tank player here. But whoever is on the German side is going to get a huge ticket lead to start this round off. And it does look like it was stated to both teams that they should have a 3-minute burn, or at least a burn time to switch sides, and they did not stick with that. So as you can see, you got enemy Italian players standing right next to each other, and I don't think they understand what's going on. It looks like Italy's wanting to maintain the British side because they have all the flags, but that would not be fair. What needs to happen right now is to stop play, get the flags back to neutral. We'll take the ticket difference from that moment that they're all neutral and start the match from there, and that way we can call it efficiently to who is actually going to win and take this map. So it looks like they are starting to suicide and switch sides, which is a very good thing. It just should have happened 5 minutes ago. So it looks like the British side, whoever's going to have British side, is going to have the 6 cap right off the start, and those tickets are just going to keep bleeding. So I'm going to message them and see how they want to call this round, if they just want to call it as it is. I'm going to let them know that the German side should neutral flags. We'll see what they respond to that. Yes, John, this did happen last time. And the problem really stems down to the fact that we do not have a feature to shut off the auto balance, and that is the big problem. In Battlefield 3 and 4, we did have that opportunity, but they have not set that up. And I know that Ender, he has spoken to several people over at DICE and been like, "Hey, this is a huge problem." And I mean, the only way that we've remedied that is taking 3 minutes to the prior to the round starting to get everybody switched over. But as you can see, they are switching, but the tickets are still climbing drastically. So again, whoever's on the British side, whatever the ticket difference is, we're gonna have to subtract that from the end to really determine who wins this map. But I'm gonna see what the leaders are suggesting. But we might probably just call this round a wash. Yeah, and I really wish that I understand why EA, excuse me, wanted all the servers to be under their name. You know, that's money going back to them instead of having third-party servers, which has kind of been the big thing for a long time. PC, I do believe, still has some third-party servers, but here on console, we are limited to just whatever EA has thrown out there, whatever rules and options that they put into the game. We're limited to those, and we have to do the best that we can. And if I could speak any other language but broken English, I would be more than happy to try. Thank you guys for sticking with us through this confusion. So as soon as they let me know what's going to go on, we will get back to the action. So it looks like they're trying to get all the Norwegians on the British side and all the Italians onto the German side. So Italy's, since they've capped all these flags, they're really going to be down by all this as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they decide who wins or loses this map. Because even if all the maps were neutral, they went back to spawn and just started, I highly doubt being down just shy of 300 tickets that they could pull that back. Everybody that's played Battlefield 1 knows how hard it is to bring a match back with the way Battlefield 1 ticket count system works. I don't like it. I wish it would go back to just counting down, as in like Battlefield 3 and 4 that we're all used to. I mean, it just made way more sense with that ticket system, and especially since we've all been used to that for such a long time, especially if you've been playing Battlefield games prior to Battlefield 1. So well, I can't completely say it's not a team's fault, because they could take the time in between, take 3 minutes to get all the players set up. I know it's kind of a boring 3 minutes, especially for spectating as well as you guys, but that is the only alternative method that we have to balancing each side, to make sure each team are on each side. Since you're on PC, do they still have third-party servers and allow you to change all of this, or are you guys kind of stuck to the same thing console is? So they're going to start. I'm going to count it at 96 and 410. And so that is the ticket difference. So Italy is going to spawn from the Alpha side now, the German Empire, and they're going to start neutralizing these flags to try and stop at least the ticket burn. And I'm getting confirmation that the Norwegians are going to let Italy get kind of a head start on this one to kind of cap these flags. But in reality, this map is going to be, it should just be a wash. So now you see some Norwegians spawning. Let's jump down on this push from Italy to the Bravo flag. Sean, what they would have to do, I believe, is everybody would have to leave the server so it refreshes, and then they would have to join back to start it over. They could have done that, and here we are at 13 minutes. They could have already loaded back in, at least for the most part, and started. But this was how they wanted to resolve the issue, so we're just going to go with it. And I do believe that in an actual match setting, not an exhibition, that they would have taken the time to just been like, hey, let's all back out, let's reset it, start over, and go from there. But since it's just an exhibition, I think they're just going to play it out. Good dynamite. Look at that three-piece right there.
Has the upper hand. We have lost objective Charlie.
Enemy medic!
So he got taken out. Last time you were with Norway against Italy, let them keep the lead, but we managed to take them back. Oh, your English is good. Don't worry, John. Well, I mean, in this map, Italy would have to try and take it back, and I don't see that happening on this round. So, I mean, it is possible to get a 300 ticket lead deficit back into your favor. It's just so challenging compared to Battlefield 3 and 4. With now that the flags are neutral, nobody would really get tickets except for deaths. I just wish they would go back to that that system.
Capture the objective now!
And I did confirm that similar here for Norwegian. She is a female gamer, which is awesome. I love having variety. I was told that I should spectate her. So, what I'm getting confirmation now from one of the leaders for Norway is they're going to give them an extra round later.
Capture the objective!
And I want to see if they want me to count this as a round win. And see how they want me to score it. Just so I can keep you guys in check.
We have lost objective Edward.
Yes, they were supposed to wait. And I do have confirmation that that was discussed between both teams. So Norway is pushing heavy onto the Alpha flag. See if since there's no Italians here, let's jump over to see where they're getting some engagements from here, so we can get some more action. Italy is working on taking the Delta flag. So I think this will be a definite learning experience for Italy to make sure that everybody has been switched over before starting the round.
We have taken objective Duff. We have lost objective Charlie.
And the Norwegian leader said to not count it as a win, so it will not be reflected on the scorecard on the bottom of the screen. We will just go through since he said they'll give him another round, that will be technically the 5th round played, but the 4th round as in to be scored. So this round's just for fun.
Ammunition for you.
We have taken objective apples.
I'm wounded. Medic! Medic!
So it is a 5-cap lead in Norwegian's favor. They're up 350 tickets. That was a good shot from the tank. He's going to move on to the Charlie flag. Let's see if there's anybody around him. We got some coming up from behind. We got teammates coming up from behind here to help out. I see a couple Norwegians on the right side flank of Charlie. Looks like there's some action going on over here. Let's jump over here. Get into first person view. Using the Regatti medic weapon. Oh, nice. Nice club.
We have lost objective Charlie.
You want those wounds patched?
I'm glad I was able to capture that. So they don't realize they just ran past an Italian player that's going to come up from behind. But luckily, Norwegians were able. Oh no, they're going to get pushed heavy here. And there is a 5-piece from the tank. But Norway luckily has some medics here, and they're going to get all those revives.
First aid. Take it. Here. First aid.
Let me zoom in. Come on. I want to get this push for Italy. You know, a lot of times with scout class, I'll do that. You know, I use the martini a lot. I just like being able to be a little closer to the flag play. And you'll get like a panic no scope and then a melee. It just works. It just works well. But it can be frustrating being on the losing side of that, where you've gotten the player down, you're shooting him, and then you just get meleeed. Norway's going to push their tank onto the Charlie flag. They're going to have some overwatch. So we're almost at 400 ticket difference here.
Objective Duff.
Shock trooper. Watch it.
Because remember, we did start at 96 tickets for Italy and 410 for Norwegian, so they're actually gaining on that. He's using the SMLE infantry. Very, very popular gun because you still have a great. You have a great area of effect. You can still hit long range shots, but it also has that 1 kill shot potential. Just shy of 50 meters, so you can play close to the objectives and still get that 1-shot kill. Looks like we have a back flank here from Italy.
First aid, take it.
He's going to have to be careful here because he's the only one surrounded by Norway. He's going to get taken out. Let's watch this push to Bravo flag. Italy's trying to work on Norway's tank here on the Bravo road to Delta.
We have taken objective Charlie. We have lost objective Edward.
He had enough. He just pushed the corner and said, I'm just going to wipe this corner off. Smart move. He has the numbers around him. They have 2 tanks. Let's jump over to the Echo flag. Smart move, not going for the revive immediately and making sure that the area is clean. That is a big thing that a lot of medics that just play in pubs, they don't think about that. They don't think about clearing the area, because in turn what they really do is they get the revive, so it's points for them, and they're like, yes, but that player immediately gets shot, so it does not actually help the team out at all. So very, very good move here. So Norway will take Echo back very easily. We have a push coming. Oh, we have a fight going on here at the Bravo flag. They are feet from each other right now. Hig got a 2-piece. Finally gets taken out from behind. And per gunner, let's try and keep it to where we're not saying things like that, please, from here on out. Don't take it personal. So technically, Norway did win that round due to the mess up at the beginning, but it will not be reflected on the scorecard that you guys see at the bottom of the screen. So we will play 5 rounds. We'll see which round we go to next. It looks like they are going to take it to Aragon Force, so it's going to be all infantry. So hopefully both teams take a little bit of time here prior to the round start to get everybody switched on the correct sides. I'm just so professional. Thanks, Nick. I try. Nick, we're going to have to squad up soon when I do a Tier 1 Gaming just regular live stream. I want to get a squad of just anybody and everybody, doesn't matter the team that they're representing. I just want to have like a Tier 1 gaming night where we just get on, it doesn't matter what game mode, and just have fun for a couple hours. So everything's looking good so far. They are switching sides. Exactly what we needed them to do. That way we don't have any more confusions. Nick, are you playing today? Well, Sean, what they're doing right now is they will switch sides, and it shouldn't hurt them. Because I think it was Thursday. It was late Thursday night that me and Ender finally set things up to stream separately instead of just for live events. And I think Wandy jumped in with me for it was probably about an hour and a half, and we ran the new map on the CTE. And if anybody in chat has played the new map on CTE, let me know what you think. For consoles, I was not a huge fan of it. I didn't like the layout of some of the areas, but you thought you might lose power. Okay, fair enough. Is it? It hasn't hit land yet, has it, Crotty? And if anybody is looking to join the Tier 1 Gaming Discord, be more happy to have as many people as possible join it. That way we can get more teams in. You can follow us here on the YouTube channel. You can follow us on Tier 1 Gaming Live on Facebook as well. And Nick, who are you guys scrimming today? Well, hopefully you guys don't have too much damage, man. We wish the best for you. Stay safe. So it does look like we have the team separated. We need one more Italian to move over, and it does look like we accumulated a couple more players. So we'll wait until they get those cleared out before we start this round. Okay. Yeah, I know the South Africans are very excited because they finally have a server. Kenny, what's up, man? How you doing today? They're almost ready, guys. They're kicking some of the players that had joined that are not supposed to be a part of the server, or at least this exhibition at the time. So we should be good to go here, hopefully within the next minute or so. Nick, are they doing Conquest, Front Lines, or what game mode are they scrimming today? So this will technically be the second round of the exhibition. And I just got the confirmation. They are going to start the match off here. Dios, who are you talking about? Are they in the round? It looks like we're set up very well. Alright, so here's our initial pushes.
No choice. Hold this objective.
Most of the action, I do believe, if they get to the flags on time, will be between Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. We will have some back flanks to the Alpha Bravo as well as the Delta Echo. So we'll see what both teams have. The sides right now, the U.S. side will be Norway in blue, and Italy will be the German side in red.
We hold against whatever they got.
So I'm going to get a overview here of the push onto the Charlie flag. Let's jump over to this side here because it's a little more clear. So Norway was able to make it to the Charlie flag first. Let's jump out on their view just so you can see what it looks like pushing onto this Charlie flag. It is so hard to push onto it, especially in the beginning. There's clear lines of sight. You can't cap it from underneath the bridge. But Norway did a great job of capping it right off the initial push.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Shock trooper spotted. One of theirs.
So there's still one Italian player on high side behind the mounted machine gun here. We'll see if they see him. It looks like he's laying low. He does get taken out. So as you can see, Norway is pushing on the left side of Charlie through the gap, and Italy's team is pushing on the right side of the screen, or the bottom side of the screen, excuse me, and they're going to push heavy towards the Bravo flag. So both teams look like they're trying to switch sides. We have some confrontation here in the middle. Yes, bro. That's a great strategy. You know, you want to push people past. You don't want to get stuck in those choke points. From the German spawn side, the Echo side, that right side choke point can really hurt your team's push if you do not make that choke point first. Italy has made it all the way to Alpha and Bravo, and they're working on Charlie as well. Norway has made it all the way to Delta and Echo, so they are flip-flopping on the map. So this is going to get very interesting very quick. It looks like Norway is actually able to stop the Charlie and Bravo burn, so it will be a 4-cap into their favor here shortly. These two players are feet from each other. So right now you can see the spread. It's spread out very well. Italy's going to work on Charlie flag. They have lost their gimme flag back at Echo, but they are getting Bravo flag as well. I'm trying to get over here so I can get some of this action at the Delta flag. And it's not wanting to allow me to do that. So we're going to jump on him and go to free cam. Norway's doing a very good job of defending Delta. They kind of have Italy in a bind here. Italy's going to be spawning on the Delta side of Charlie spawn, where they're kind of pinned in between the Norwegian spawns as well from Delta, because the Norwegians will spawn on the Charlie side of Delta. Let's see if she will be able to... We got bipoded up. Gets taken out. The Wick from Italy is doing a good job with the squad pushing onto the Delta flag. So right now, since Italy is pushing heavily onto Delta flag, Norway needs to do what they are doing currently, is push onto the Charlie flag and try and set up that firing line on the far right side where you can see hardline running now, and then watch that left choke point at Charlie, and they'll be able to shut them down very quickly. So hardline's actually going to go ahead and push in with several squad mates and teammates here onto the Delta flag to pressure Italy at Delta flag. Very, very smart move. And he gets taken out by Gold Maniac for Italy with the Model 10A Hunter. Devastating shotgun. I know that they nerfed it a little bit, but it was not nerfed hard enough. So we have Super Fox bipoded up with the MG15, watching the initial spawn point here at Alpha. He's going to see one.
Look behind me! Enemy shot
And he's going to be hurt. Those two players literally just graced shoulders. They're right by each other. Let me pick them. A nice bayonet charge trade here. So Italy is pushing that. It looks like they have a squad pushing that far left flank at the bottom of your screen to the Bravo flag. Wandy, how you doing today? Shotgun should be banned for competitions. I think for most actual competitive matches, they do have rule sets on those. But since this is just an exhibition, both teams have chose to allow it, so that's why you're going to see some gameplay with it. All the rules for this match was set up through the teams, not through Tier 1, so they made their decisions. So Norway's trying to stop this back flank from Italy. Spawns in and gets one. Gets taken out himself. Let's see if his squad's going to be able to help keep that. So Norway's doing a great job here keeping Italy out of the trails towards Bravo. They're kind of stuck here on the train tracks on the Delta side of Charlie, but
That's an enemy shock trooper.
Norway is capping Delta and Echo at the same time, so this is not looking good for Italy. It's a 50 ticket lead right now for Norway. Very easy to get those tickets back, but they need to push Charlie. They need to push Bravo. And they also have to protect their gimme flags, which they just lost their Echo gimme flag. Who do we have over here at the Echo flag for Norway? So they're heavy downstairs. It is easier to defend from the underneath side. It is hard to push down in here, but unlike Monte Grappa, it is a little harder to keep this bottom side as well. Yes, this is a much closer game.
We are losing objective Edward.
So Italy done a very good job of pushing. They pushed numbers into the basement of Echo. We're able to get it back. Look at all those grenades just coming in.
We are losing objective Edward.
Norway is kind of losing their hold here on the Delta flag. But they are pressuring heavily still at Echo. Right now the burn is pretty neutral there. So as you can see, Norway's done a pretty good job of being here on the train track side. This choke point right here is the only one on the right side that you can really push. I mean, you can push under tracks, but since they're already pushed up, they can stop this flank from Italy that you're about to see here. Cancerback gets one pick, and he's going to fall back to get his health up. Volcom is going to push up and help out. He gets two. They almost have this push completely cleared off on this left side. Vacated Spy should not have fired to give away his location so quickly, especially being outnumbered. Volcom gets one more. He's going to run out of ammo in his Hellregal and have to resort to his pistol, and he loses that fight. Put that gas mask on quick so you don't take damage. So this train track side is heavy with, it looks like a good sized squad here for Italy. Going to push it to a smaller squad from Norway, but Norway's got the advantage. Italy has to come around and peek that corner. We're going to see a ton of grenades here thrown out. He gets two with the first grenade, gets some hit markers with the second, picks up a third. He's going to see that there are multiple teammates for Italy still on that track side flank. Yes, he had a great streak there. I kind of want to pay attention to this left side here. I'm going to stay at tabletop so you guys can get a better view of the overall combat here. But you can see Italy is being pushed from the lower right, from the Delta flank, as well on the left side of the trail flank. So, I mean, it's really tough to clear this off. I mean, Italy does have the numbers if they could just push through, but that is a ton of teammates. Oh, look at this. Look, Rune is going to come up from behind. Let's see if we can get a first-person view of this back flank. I don't know if they realize he's there. He has the bar. He doesn't have the ammunition in the magazine to deal with that many players, but he gets a few and gets taken out himself. Norway is slowly pulling away.
Enemy shock trooper, stay alert!
We have lost.
The Martini can be fun on this map, but I don't think it was a wise choice to use this one. If I was going to use a sniper, I would use one of probably the M95, because you get that rate of fire boost, and it has like the straight pull bolt for the scout class. I do believe it's the only sniper rifle that has a straight pull bolt. You don't have to pull out of ADS to rechamber around. By Bass pulls out his Mars, gets a kill, but gets taken out reloading his Martini, and that is the real downfall for the Martini, is the slow reload. Sorry, with the sweeper, he gets one, he gets two. Actually, he's getting help from behind from Maniac Supreme. He gets taken out, but he might get revived here. Norway has a 4 cap, which is devastating on this map. As you do see here from tabletop view, we do have 2 Italian players over on Norway's gimme side of the map. they're going to contest Bravo, but as you just saw, the player for Norway here at Charlie immediately noticed that the Bravo flag was being contested, turned around, and he's going to go ahead and push back immediately. So we're going to stay on this action here at the Delta flag. Norway, actually, real quick from tabletop view, as you can see, Norway is on the left side flank, maintaining the push out from their spawn point. They also have the middle and the right. This is the firing line that you need to set up, especially here on Aragon Force, to keep the team relatively stuck in their spawn. It is very rough being in this position for Italy, but luckily for them that they did have several players being pushed to the Bravo side and Alpha side of the map. Matt Amelia, how you doing today? Welcome to the stream. As you can see, Norway has already cleared off the Alpha push, or excuse me, the Bravo push. Now Italy is being forced to push to the Alpha flag. They do have the numbers.
Are you hurt? I'll patch you up.
But Norway has just done such a great job responding to Italy's pushes. They've done it very quickly, strategically, and there's only 2 players left here at the Alpha flag for Italy. We're going to jump to free cam and get back over here to see if they do get cleared off. This is something that Italy needed to do earlier on in this round to make it a closer fight. Superman luckily makes it out of that. He did take quite a bit of damage, but he was able to get back outside the metal door to safety. Looks like he's going to push down through the boiler room and then back up the stairs into the Bravo.
Not gonna lose that objective.
And it looks like an impact grenade just went off and blew up the artillery cells in the corner to clear off the remaining Italy players that was on burn. They still have one outside of burn, but he's going to get taken out. As you do see, there is one Super Fox for Italy that is pushing back towards Alpha. They're going to get a squad spawn on that. We're going to jump on hardline. He's going to be on this flank here to try and keep the flank from being pushed through. But Italy does wipe them, so they're going to be able to get out of Delta finally. Let's see if Master's going to be able to clear off a couple. He gets taken out himself. So Italy has still got a squad pushing the gimme side of Norway's side, but it is just a little too late for that. So as you can see that Italy has finally really got a commanding position in the center of the map here at Charlie. But, again, I mean, it's just too late of a push. They're going to get wiped off the Alpha Bravo side. They're kind of stuck here in the flank between Charlie and Bravo, because you're going to have a bunch of Norwegian players pushing from Bravo towards Charlie. We'll see if Master and his squad can push onto Delta here. He's going to get one. There's 5 more players for Italy right here, so I don't see it working out for them. So Aragon Force will go to Norway, so it is a 2-round win so far in favor of Norway. And they should all go to St. Quentin Scar for the 3rd recorded round. The list of maps today was Monte Grappa, Aragon Forest, San Quentin Scar, and then Amiens. So since they messed up on Amiens the first go around, since they're going to add, I do believe, another round, I think they're going to play San Quentin Scar and then go back to Amiens. So we actually have 4 recorded rounds. Originally, they just had the 4 maps planned out. And for those that have been tuning in for a little while, you did notice that after the first round on Monte Grappa, they had the issue with getting the team situated. So they went to, they did continue playing on Amiens, but they won't count that. So they're going to have to add another round back on Amiens, I believe. So it's the best of 4. If Italy wins the next 2, it will be tied up here in this exhibition. But they're going to have to maintain their presence in the center of the map as well as the gimme side. So as you see, some did spawn, but they haven't pushed out yet. So I think they noticed that the teams are not completely set up yet, and they're doing the right thing by not capping any flags. They need to wipe, they need to suicide, get everybody off of the board, and get the team set up before we start this round. We don't want to have another Amiens situation where we didn't get a count that round. Fish, how you doing? My mic is awful. I don't know what to say. Nobody else has said anything, so if multiple people say that my mic is terrible, I will try and change some settings, but I haven't had that issue before. Italy has said that Norway is cheating. I don't know how that is possible. That will be left up between the 2 teams to decide. We're just here to show you the match. Per Gunner, thank you so much for the compliments. It means a lot. Fish, you're fine, man. Don't be sorry. And as far as like the cheating allegations go, we'll leave that out of chat. We'll let the 2 teams deal with that on their own time and their own setting. We won't worry about that right now. So I'm waiting on confirmation what they're going to do here. Italy has taken the Foxtrot flag, and it is smart for, well, actually, since the teams are still messed up, we need to see what's going on. So it looks like they're trying to set up the Italian side on the German side and the Norwegian side on the British Empire. Norway should be in red, and Italy should be in blue. So I think if they're smart, what they should do is cap the alpha flag that way that it's a 1 flag burn for each team to keep the tickets at least remotely close to each other so we don't have the same situation we did on Amiens. Well, thank you. For my, I guess my sexy voice. Didn't realize I had one. I think I sound a little silly, but I think we all, when we hear ourselves talk, we think we sound way different than we normally do. And yes, we've told them to stop the spawning. Initially, I sent a message over saying we need the Italians to cap the alpha flag since technically the Norwegian Foxtrot flag is capped. That way that the burn is equal. But here they are capping Charlie, so we're going to be initially in the same setting. They're going to get the ticket bleed back in their favor, so I think they're going to try and get the tickets closer to each other and then start the spawning and the initial push. And yes, that's a good thing. Thank you, Ender, for trying to get that auto balance feature added to the server so we can get that changed so we don't have to worry about this issue. So I'm just waiting on confirmation of what they're going to do. Italy is burning flags, and I think what they're trying to do is burn the flags to get the tickets even, and then they will start, even though that Norway's technically at a disadvantage with flag holds. I think they're going to allow that to just be it and go with it. So and Tommy, if you would, instead of using that word, put some asterisks beside it, it'd be fine. But we're just trying to keep the chat clean and clear, especially if there's people that, you know, keep it a little more family oriented as far as the chat goes itself. And Sean, it's all good, man. Don't worry. So Norway is just letting them cap these flags to get the tickets even, and then they will start off being down 5 flags. It'll be interesting to see how they come back. You're fine, Tommy. I'll just let you know. That way, in the future, you'll be fine. The chat's been pretty darn good today, and I really appreciate the interaction. I'm glad that you guys have came to watch these two teams battle out this evening. Dice really needs to work on that service system. Yeah, I mean, here we are, literally just shy of a year of the game being out, and it seems like the simplest things haven't been fixed. It's just crazy that they've waited this long. I mean, like I said earlier, I understand their move to have EA control the servers, but if you don't set the servers up correctly before letting the community use them, I mean, there's going to be issues. And I don't think they took that into account. So here we go. Norway has let them have a 30-ticket lead, and we are starting. I'm going to jump up onto the free cam and watch this push. Let's try and find some of the pilots here.
Lost objective Freddy.
He gets a no-scope jumping out the window, but it's just not enough damage to take him out. Norway is going to take the Echo burn. They've already pushed to Charlie. Since he doesn't have a plane, he is on foot. He gets some damage into a Italian player, but gets taken out. Let's watch this push coming from the Echo flag. Oh, he gets taken out by the plane. Let's find jet pilot here in the squad list. It looks like he is using the rockets on his plane. I'm going to go to this third-person view. That way it's easier to follow what he's doing. He gets one more. I'm going to get back down on the ground. We got a huge push on the Delta flag from both sides. Italy's going to try and keep it, but Norway does have their tank. I don't see a lot of infantry players that can take out this tank for Italy. And he's going to go down to a light anti-tank grenade. Superman Cali, great toss.
We are losing objective Freddy.
So Jet was actually able to take down the Norwegian plane there. Look at this huge push from Norway onto the Bravo flag. Blew a fuse on your bike on the way home. I have had that happen a few times myself.
We have taken objective Butter.
Italy's going to start pushing down from Alpha into Bravo, but they're severely outnumbered. Norway does have one player on burn at Alpha right now. Let's kind of see where the spread's at. Italy's got Charlie locked down. They're going to be fighting down here at the windmill. We got tank on tank action. And it looks like never dead for Italy, and his squad are going to take down Norway's tank, but get taken down themselves. Great work by Norway there to at least neutralize the tank and get rid of it. So now neither one of them have a tank on the board. They're going to push back towards Echo. Right now Italy still has the ticket lead, but Norway is closing in very, very quick. I can't pronounce this Norwegian's name correctly, but we're going to watch him. He's gotten 3 right here. He's kind of by himself in enemy territory. Gets taken out. Huge push from Alpha to Charlie here. Italy is outnumbered here on this Charlie flag. Looks like Norway's going to have very little opposition while taking this Charlie flag. There's only three players now spawning in for Italy. They're squad bombing to try and stop this push from Norway, but they are sitting outside of the burn, which does not help them. It doesn't help them out very much, but they don't have the numbers to be on burn at the same time to try and contest this flag. Bay Warrior, how you doing today? Thank you for tuning in. The sky, you want the best? You want some aerial combat? Let's find. We got Marks 1700 for Italy in the attack plane. He's going to be strafing onto the Charlie bird to try and help out his team. At the same time, they're going to push in a tank. He doesn't see anybody. He pops some flares, drops some of his grenades, but he will not make contact with those.
We have taken objective butter.
And as you can see, Italy did start with roughly 80 tickets, and they are up by 6 right now. So Norway's doing an amazing job. Let's see if he gets any with this grenade. He gets a 3-piece with that grenade strafe from the attack plane.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Great positioning there. So now it's a 3-flag hold for each team. We're roughly a 3-ticket difference in Italy's favor right now. He's working on the tank of Norway. He gets one with that strafe. I think he gets Norway's repairman. Let's jump down to the fight. Right now, Norway does have air superiority right now. Which, on the first round, Norway had the air superiority, and now it's flip-flopped. Gold Maniac, 24 karat. He got 3, but finally gets taken out here on the Bravo flag, so it's going to go into Norway's favor. Norway looks like they're going to be taking the lead right about now.
We have lost objective apples.
Watching this match is definitely getting me excited to play here in a little while. So Norway's down here with their tank on the Echo flag. The tank gets one. Italy is hiding in the barn. Excuse me. Italy is hiding in the barn here at Echo. So Norway's about to pull a 10-ticket lead here. Just shy of halfway through this round. They have a 4 cap in their favor. Italy's going to have, as you can see, they're committing a ton to the Bravo flag. They've only got a few at the Foxtrot Gimme and the Echo. Now that we have a dogfight going on, let me try and get on this pilot. We'll watch it from first-person view so you can see he gets one. He takes out Spirals for Norway. We're going to jump on Norwegian's pilot. He's going to seat switch. Let's see if this pays off for him. He does not see the Italian plane. He is getting hit. He's going to have to seat switch, or he's probably just going to bail just in time to stay alive and be able to pop that chute. So Italy is drastically changed their tactics in the air. Let's jump over on Maniac Supreme for Norway. He gets taken out. Try and get on. So Norway is trying to push the last remaining people off of the Foxtrot flag. We're going to stay over here at Bravo, where all the action's at. I think Norway should try to defend some of the flags. Yes, that has been noticeable throughout today's exhibition that they're not pushing gimmies with enough people, but at the same time they're not defending flags. It's easy to keep pushing other flags, but if you don't get flags that you already have and defend them, you're kind of just wasting your time. So we're tied up here. Italy is going to take a couple ticket lead. They pushed on to Echo. We're watching the cavalry class push up to the Echo flag. That grenade's a little high. It won't go through the window, so he's going to push him. Using that cavalry scout class rifle. There must be a flare on the flag, so he knew where that player was, but he's going to be able to throw down health and ammo for his teammates and himself. And I'm getting confirmation that they will take a 15-minute pause at the conclusion of this round to make sure that everything is set up and ready to go for the last round. Norway is going to sweepingly take Echo. This match is very close. Italy has about a 20-ticket lead right now. They're going to be pushing from Echo into Delta. It looks like Norway's kind of pushing their tank a little too aggressively here. We'll see if it pays off for him. He's taking quite a bit of damage, but he has his self-repair. Italy's jet pilot gets another kill on that strafe. So if Norway is able to cap this Delta flag, the ticket bleed will be in their favor with 4 flags to 2. And they will be able to... I mean, this is a very, very close round. And since the fog has come in, I'm going to try and stay on first-person view as much as possible so you guys can actually see. Ian, yes, we still have one more round after this. There was some confusion the first go-around on Amiens, so they decided to count that as a wash map and add another round. So Italy is pushing very rapidly from Bravo to Delta. They know that they're losing Alpha as well. They need to get this flag. They need to commit over to another flag as well, because if they don't, it's going to be a huge burn for Norway. Even though Echo is contested, the burn is still in Norway's favor, so their ticket count is still going to climb. She gets one off the flag here, Echo. One's coming up from behind. She's probably going to get... She did get taken out from behind. So Italy still has a player on the Echo flag. So Norway's tank is on the backside of Delta repairing. Took a ton of damage. For pilots, this is very frustrating to be in the situation with fog.
First aid.
We have lost objective Fred.
In normal mode, at least you can see some 3D spotting. For hardcore teams that play and have fog, especially for pilots, it is very, very frustrating.
Butter.
And there is no option, guys, to turn off that fog. That's another thing that needs to be added. Italy's tank is at Alpha flag. It's kind of trapped here. Norway is pushing up slowly, but you can see that they can get a lot closer to the tank quickly because of the fog, the concealment that they have. Looks like we're about to have a tank-on-tank battle. I don't think Superman Cali sees Italy's tank off in the field directly to his right. And he's not really getting shot by the tank right now either, so I don't think Italy's tank can actually see the Norwegian tank at all either. Now he does.
We have taken objective Charlie.
We're getting some AT rocket grenades from the hillside from Italy onto the Norwegian tank. As well, he's getting bombarded from the air. So we're still just a 10-ticket difference here, guys. Very, very close match. And if I'm not mistaken, Cancer Bats just killed the Italian tank with a K bullet. It is a very underwhelming attachment that you can use with the Scout class, but it is effective to keep the tanks from repairing. Superman jumps out of his tank, I believe, because he's the only one with the repair tool, so he can help repair his tank while another person drives it. Yes, the fog in this game, I don't mind it if it wasn't as bad as it is. It's so condensed, it's so hard to see.
We have taken objective Freddy.
So, as I was talking about, here you can go from Vulcan 1 with Norwegian. You can see how the fog affects air-to-ground support. I know in the planes you can get above the fog so you can see each other and have dogfights. But from this position it's so hard, and he is getting torn up right now. I enjoy the double barrel shotguns as well. The only time I actually use it though is if I'm using the Tank Hunter pickup. Italy is trying to push from Delta into the Echo flag.
Losing objective Duff. We have lost objective Duff.
Norway has just shy of a 20-ticket lead now. And they're slowly getting more. Italy's doing a great job pushing onto the Echo flag. But they need to commit some other players to more than just one flag. It seems like they have to commit a lot of players to get to actually capture and somewhat defend a flag versus Norwegian sends fewer and gets the job done a little more efficiently. I mean, DICE does listen for, you know, a portion, but we also have to realize that the community itself that they actually listen to is smaller than the mass. Because the mass people, especially, I've met a lot of people that have played like the CTE, which it's there to be testing everything in the game, trying to help them figure out if there's bugs, whether with the weapons, any of the mechanics, or just the map design itself. You know, they do get feedback, but they need more feedback from the community to help, you know, figure out what is and is not working. A lot of people will just look at the CT as like, oh, here's my chance to go try out this new weapon, or I get early access to this map. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is nice to see those weapons and test them out before they go live to the community. But it's really designed so we can test them out, and if we notice any issues, we can report that. A lot of people just, maybe they don't know exactly how to report efficiently, but it is what it is. So Norway is starting to really pull away now. The fog is finally cleared up. The planes are going to be happy, especially for Italy. He keeps... That fighter for Italy, jet pilot, is devastating the air right now. So Norway has the numbers here on Bravo flag, but we do have two tanks going at each other. Norway's tank looks like it has taken a little bit more damage than Italy's tank. Norway does get some anti-tank mines down, and Goldman does just clip them and takes quite a bit of damage. And he's going to get taken out by dynamite. So Norway looks like they are going to maintain this Bravo hold. Italy is not winning right now. Italy has spawned a new tank at the Alpha flag. It is a 3-flag hold for each team. 40 ticket difference here. It can be made up, but Italy has to do it within the next 30 to 40 seconds to really make a dent to stop Norway's ticket count climbing any higher and not being able to break that hold. Let's see if they'll be able to do anything with... Bahala's going to try with some anti-tank grenades, and he does succeed. So Italy's tank barely made it out. The tank driver, the Wick 999, actually jumped out of his tank and let it go, but he just gets sniped as he went prone right outside the Alpha burn. So Norway's kind of been able to do whatever they wanted to do today. Eternal Mist says Google Live Battlefield Live Reddit, and that is where, if you guys are on CTE, you can provide your feedback to DICE so they can, at least your voice can be heard. I know I have already posted a few things about the new map, but we will worry about that at a later date. Italy is going to be able to defend Alpha flag, so we're still at a 3-flag hold for both teams, but Norway, I think, is just going to edge this one out by about 40 tickets. Those pilots are amazing. Should talk about maybe getting them in and having a air superiority competition. That would be awesome to see. So Norway is going to win San Quentin Scar. So they are up 3-0 right now. So they are going to take a few moments here to get things set up. We will see if we will continue on with this last round. And we will be going to Amiens. And as you can see here on the load screen, the only things that they truly have shut off is Behemoth and Elite classes. That last round was very action-packed. A lot closer than the two previous rounds. And I'm waiting on confirmation if they're going to play this last round or not. So just bear with us. And it doesn't really appear that they are going to stick with it. So it looks like this exhibition might come to an end with a 3-0 win in Norway's favor over Italy. But I just want to stick around and make sure that they're not going to load back in. So just 1 minute and we should have our answer. But my guess is that this is coming to an end. A very, very entertaining matchup between Norway and Italy today. Norway's strategies were a lot stronger than Italy. So Italy, some notes, I would come over this video, watch it back, take notes of what you guys did well, what you didn't do well, work on that, and set up another match in the near future. You can't learn if you don't go back and look at your footage and see what you did good, you didn't do good, work on it, and then continue playing. If you're not playing, you're not going to progress, and you're just going to be stuck. So the word is still undecided, but there's really nobody left in the server, so I'm going to take that as a no, that we will not continue. Everybody that has stopped in tonight, thank you for tuning in to watch this exhibition between the two teams, Norway and Italy. Great matches. It means a lot for Tier 1 Gaming to be allowed to bring you this action from all the way across the world. Both teams did great. So still waiting on the final verdict here. But since there's nobody left in the round, I do think it is done. And I just got confirmation that it is over. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Again, if you enjoyed the stream, hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification, so when we do go live that you guys will be contacted. We will be streaming
we're starting to build up a team to start streaming throughout the week as well. That way we're not just showing matches. We got a lot of things coming down the pipeline, so we're excited to get those going, to bring you guys some more Battlefield content. As well, Tier 1 Gaming Live on Facebook. You can watch and see if anything's coming out on that. This is Axe. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's kind of late over there in Europe, but thank you guys very well. This is Axe. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great night.